this video. Today I'm going to be fitting my new integrated rear tail light. This tail light is from JL Designs, I'll tag them below. And the idea is basically to clear up what you see here on the standard Yamaha now. I say it's standard, it's not standard, it's stock light, however I've got the RNG tail tidy, so the number plate sits a lot higher and the indicators sit a lot neater as well. But as this bike is predominantly a track bike, but I only use it occasionally on the road, I don't really want the indicators as visible, so the integrated rear tail light is probably the best thing. In order to fit the integrated tail light, you'll need to start by removing the seat cowl. This is held on by two bolts underneath. Once it's removed, you'll see that there's a big plastic bracket which holds all the wires in place, the main plug for the wiring for the light, and a clip on the side which holds all the wires together. So you'll start by undoing those, and then on top there's a bracket with two bolts on. Once you've undone those, you'll be able to release this bracket, and that will enable you to get to the wires underneath. Now that's removed, you can see the cabling underneath, and also this other bracket on top, which I'm about to undo now. This bracket is what holds the rear seat cowl on, and it's just two bolts, so it's a really simple job. Here underneath you can see the three bolts. Those bolts are what you need to undo now to be able to release the tail tidy. Once you've undone those three bolts, the tail tidy should just hang. Then in the top there is two clips which you'll need to undo. I use a flathead screwdriver to undo them. These are for your indicators, so you'll need to thread those through in order to free up the indicators and tail tidy from the bike. There's also two wires there, and they are for your number plate light. They also need to be undone. Now I'm just sizing up how the indicators will fit on the side of the tail. So you'll need to drill a small hole big enough to fit two little wires through, just through the side of the plastic. It's really unnoticeable because it's hidden up there. Once that's drilled through, you need to thread through the wires. This can be tricky trying to catch them on the inside of the tail, because there is a skin on the inside, so that took a bit of time. Now you have to cut the original clips off of the stock indicators and rewire the new indicators to them. So we found the yellow goes to the brown and the black goes to the black. So we thread the indicator through, take the sticky tape off, and once that's stuck into place it sits really nicely and doesn't protrude at all. Now we crimp the wires together, so as I said before, it was yellow to brown and black to black. So we make sure we push those in fully. There is also another wire for the indicators in the rear light. They also need to be wired in. We forgot to do this at the time, so unfortunately it's not videoed. However, you just need to wire those into the yellow wires as well. Once you've crimped those and they're joined properly, plug in the clip into the other one, and we'll test them now to see if they're working. Once both indicators are wired in, you'll need to remove the rear tail light. Start by unclipping the big power lead, and then underneath there is some push rivets, two of those. You need to push the middle in and then the centre will come out. Once those are removed, you'll have one bolt to undo at the top, and then this black plastic surround, which my hand's on now, you need to undo those two clips either side, and then it's a bit of a hard job to wiggle the light out. There's 2 feet at the bottom, they sit in quite stiffly, so once they're removed it should just lift out. Now simply plug the cable into the new light and try and wiggle it back into place. Just testing to see if it works. Now pop your push rivets back in again, and then this black surround, you need to make sure that's hooked on properly. Now I'm just going to tidy up the wires. We deliberately left them loose because in case we ever need to make any amendments or changes, we've got plenty of wire to do so. So now I'm just wrapping them up with electrical tape to make sure they're nice and neat. Once those wires have all been neatly put together, we'll try and push them down the side so they're out of the way. There is a plastic clamp as well which holds them in place. The next thing is the number plate bracket. That just slots through and there are 3 bolts underneath, so really simple. Simply plug in the number plate lights back into the original plugs and tuck them away neatly. And there we have it. All of the integrated light is now fitted. Remember on the video I only showed you how to wire in one side, so clearly you need to do that on both sides. But I've had to slow down the video here so you can see the indicator flashing at a slightly slower speed. Now this is flashing faster purely because I don't have my front mirrors and indicators wired in, so I need to put a resistor in really to sort that out. But for now they work and they look really good, so I'm really happy. As you can see here, I've got the number plate folded back. The bracket does actually allow the number plate to fold forward and back, so it just tidies the bike up if you're having photo shoots or you get to a bike meet and you don't want your plate on show. So you can see here the light looks really tidy. I love the black stealthy look. The indicators are really small and tidy. They sit nicely in the tail of the bike and don't detract from the design at all. Here now it's daylight, you can see which LED lights do flash when the indicator's on. Because the 2 indicators are either side of the tail with a certain distance apart, they do pass an MOT. So happy days, everything works, and yeah, the bike looks really good. So as you can see now I'm panning back, the bike looks a lot tidier. Doesn't have the indicator sticking out anymore, so it looks more of a track bike. So I'm really happy with the overall appearance. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope my steps were fairly easy to follow. If you like this video, please comment below, let me know your thoughts, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks guys, bye!